York International Bridal Week, BridalShoesTV had the opportunity to speak with designer Justina McCaffrey. Justina is Canada's most celebrated wedding dress designer. She opened her first bridal boutiques in 1996, and since her start in Ottawa and Toronto, Justina's couture designs have been worn down the aisle by the rich and famous.
Hi, I'm Mary with BridalShoesTV, talking with Justina McCaffrey, and we just had a couple questions for you about shoes and what people should do with their wedding dresses.
Fantastic.
So jumping right in, is there anything you think that is too casual to do? Are brides try to, do something too formal, or are they leaning towards casual? Where would you draw the line?
I think it depends on the wedding. If the wedding is at a very reverent hotel with chandeliers everywhere, I think that to do flip-flops would be really unnecessary and really in poor taste. I have had some brides recently wearing Converse high tops and other running shoes. Maybe this might work only at the very end of the wedding when everyone is a little bit more casual and a little bit more fun. But absolutely, to walk down the runway or the aisle in a flip-flop, I just can't see it. I think that a woman walks better if she's in a bit of a higher heel, at least a 2 inches, just to bring your back up and just walk down confidently.
Give her a little bit of a boost.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
You think it depends more on the venue?
I think
maybe
so.
Towards later in the night.
Yes,
That
certainly. I've seen people with bare feet walking down in a sand type of thing for a destination wedding, but I still think a shoe makes so much more sense for those times.
Do you think that a colored shoe could contribute to whether or not it's too formal? Like, what do you think of people dyeing their shoes different colors for their wedding dresses?
I think a colored shoe could be very interesting. I think a nice light pink, especially a something blue type of shoe, would be really, really nice. Another option too would be painting your toenails blue in a sandal. Wouldn't that be cool?
So it's more subtle?
I think so.
That would be
Very, very
really
subtle.
good.
I don't think of a flashy white or flashy red would be I don't think that a flashy red would be something that would work, but a nice subtle tone.
Something that wouldn't detract from the dress, pretty much.
Absolutely.
So when it comes to comfort versus fashion, with comfort being about a 1 and fashion being more of a 10, what number do you think you would be?
Think about a 5.
Right in between?
Yes, I think it's very important to have something really chic that you feel confident in. I also think it's something that you have to be comfortable because you won't move properly if you're not comfortable. So I think having something right in between is perfect.
So when it comes to metallic shoes, do you think that that's something that people should do since they might be able to wear it again? Or what's your thought on that?
I love metallics for a wedding. I think they're fantastic. I think that a person can spend a lot of money on a metallic shoe because they can wear it again and again. I have to tell you, of all the shoes that I own, my metallic shoes are the most worn because I go to a lot of important functions, important galas. You can wear them with any color dress possible. Definitely, I'm a big fan of the metallic shoes.
So you think wearing a silver shoe with an ivory dress is appropriate?
All women should have a silver and a gold shoe, absolutely, in their wardrobe all the time.
What's a common mistake you see brides making when it comes to picking out their shoes? Is there any mistake you see girls making over and over again?
I think a woman has to love her shoes, and I think she should pay a lot of attention to the kind of shoes she's wearing. I think it's really important that she is confident when she's walking down the aisle, is in shoes that make her feel really, really good. I've seen women in various business forums with beautiful shoes, and maybe they're unconfident, but once they put the shoes on, they can walk right in there and really, make a statement. And I think it's the same thing for brides.
So they need to choose a shoe that makes them feel confident, makes them feel dressed up.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look at some of the dresses that you have here. For something like this that has a flower on it, do you think that having a shoe with a flower on it is a compliment to this, or would it be just too much?
I think if a beautiful sandal had a nice organza rose on the front, would be really flirtatious for that kind of bride who's interested in that.
Yeah, just
maybe she wants to have something covered if she's a little bit more conservative, so whatever works for her, I think that would work.
With something like this that's so full, with tulle and everything, is there anything you just would or would not do for this dress?
I'm a big fan of having your toes covered, so I kind of like to have. Most dresses, I think, to have a covered toe would be nice.
It's just more formal look.
I think so, especially with a dress this formal looking. I think a covered, and if you get a chance to see there's a big applique on the front. I think there's
Right.
maybe a little peep toe, a little peep toe.
Do you think that kind of trying to match the applique to anything going
That
on
would
the
be
shoe?
a great idea. That would be really, really great.
That would be good. I didn't
Yeah.
know. There's a lot of brides try to get caught up in that, and maybe just a peek of it would be kind of flattering.
Course,
So
of course.
Lace can be more problematic when it comes to trying to pick out a shoe, just because you don't
Yes.
want to get it caught on things.
Yes.
So what would you do for
Well,
a
in
lace
something
dress?
like this, it's such a sleek look, and like I said before, I'm really interested in the covered toes.
Right.
In this case, this is an exception. I would actually go with a sandal and one of your like ivory or well, back to the metallics, a silver or a gold, whatever works. In this case, I think would look stunning with this.
Right. Agreed. Just because it's
Yes.
so ornate on its own, you don't have to do anything special
It's
with
the kind of idea that a woman should look like she's floating through air on the shoes.
So more ethereal.
Exactly.
So with something more simple like this, would you try to do something more spectacular where the shoes are more eye-catching, or would you just do something more subtle so
I
it
love
doesn't
your
detract?
idea about the color shoes in this case. I think it would be like a little surprise.
Yeah, that's
a
true.
little light blue would be a nice little surprise for
A little
this.
touch. Well, thank you so much for answering our
Thank
questions.
you.
We really appreciate it.
For more videos about bridal shoes, visit BridalShoes.tv.